Just in the last hour, North Korea facing tough new sanctions designed to send a message to the brutal regime about its nuclear program and the recent ballistic missile tests. Just a short time ago, the UN Security Council unanimously approved the new sanctions banning key North Korean exports and putting significant limits on foreign investment in North Korea. U.S. Ambassador to the United Nations, Nikki Haley, spoke out today in full support of these new sanctions. I want to bring in senior United Nations correspondent Richard Roth now. And Richard, you were there for the vote. What makes these new sanctions different than some of the other measures designed to punish North Korea for its nuclear weapons program that we've seen implemented in the past?
Well, I guess one could say it perhaps is the deepest cut into North Korea's export economy, where it gets badly needed hard currency for fuel for its missile and nuclear test industry. Nikki Haley, the U.S. ambassador, calls this the most stringent set of sanctions on any country in a generation. We have heard tough talk from recent different administrations that the North Korean sanctions imposed by a Security Council meeting are the toughest ever, but nothing seems to deter Pyongyang and its interest in getting missiles that threaten now the east coast of the United States. Nikki Haley and others pleased that the vote was unanimous, but she says there's more to do.
That's right.
The North Korean threat has not left us. It is rapidly growing more dangerous. We've seen 2 ICBMs fired in just the last month. Further action is required. The United States is taking and will continue to take prudent defensive measures to protect ourselves and our allies. Our annual joint military exercises, for instance, are transparent and defense-oriented. They have been carried out regularly and openly for nearly 40 years.
It was just a week ago Ambassador Haley declined to have an emergency Security Council meeting after the latest ICBM launch, saying there's no use for just words. She seems pleased that the Council could unite behind more sanctions. China and Russia are glad that they could all agree. However, China and Russia had pointed words in opposition to the deployment of that THAAD anti-offensive missile weapon system deployed in South Korea with the United States backing and support. So the divisions still remain here. Anna.